All praises and glory goes to Yahweh. Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone. Salutation to all of you out can pushing this word in sincerity and full truth in the name of Yahweh. Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah.
Good, brothers.
Oh, and this response video on Babylon, Egypt, and America. How do y'all connect?
Edom.
And Edom. So we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it and kick it off. What you wanna do? Start off with Revelation.
You know what? Let's kick it with what's that? Second Esdras. Where it says
This is Second Esdras 6. That's the one?
You got it.
Right. It says in Second Esdras 6, and I'm gonna start at 7. So then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
Because the main thing is you gotta realize, how do we connect that Esau is Egypt? How can we connect that Esau represents Rome? How can we connect that Esau is these crackers here in America, man? There's a couple verses we're gonna bring out to the link that could prove to you that Esau is Edom. The so-called white man is Edom. The so-called white man represents Egypt. The so-called white man is the same Roman bastards we was dealing with back in the days. And this place is spiritually Egypt. Sodom also. Go ahead, brother. What's the prophecy on that?
You say, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau was born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
So again, we say Jacob is the end of the world, and Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that following. So that's the time we talking about right now today. Esau is the head of this world right now today, which is the end of this world, and Jacob, which is you blacks, Latinos, Native American, you Israelites, which is the beginning of this world, man.
Mm-hmm. And you can tell that it says Esau is the end of the world. Ain't no other nation finna come and take no other heathen nation gonna come and set up shop after this. This is the last heathen to rule, man. Ain't no more wickedness finna multiply on the earth worse than Esau, this devil we just dealt with.
Kind of like on my page, the last captivity of Israel, man. It's the last and final, man. We ain't never got to go through this ever again in our life.
Go ahead, brother.
Says,
Read that again.
for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
And guess what? We about to be established, we're being established in the sight of the people right now. Because at one time we didn't have an identity. Now we got the 12 tribes sign. We could actually point to the sign and say who we were, or who we are as a nation. So in the sight of our enemies, and they ain't supposed to like that, man. A lot of people, first off, us coming up means they got to go down. So this ain't something that the other nation's supposed to be happy about. They be like, oh, brother, why you be so rough with other nations? First off, they going into slavery. What you expect us to be with these other nations, man?
And kind of somebody hiding your identity from your heritage and your homeland, and here it is you come to find out this man been lying to you in school and all these things he's been teaching you, and now you can pinpoint. Look, I stayed here on the map. You know what I'm saying? We got down here. You can tell these people your life story now, because you know your history now. You know what I'm saying? You know how you got over into Africa. You know where you came from before you went into Africa. This is history. This is a story that your slave masters hid from you and don't want you to know. So yes, they're going to be very mad when you find out the truth, that they've been lying to you your whole life, from generation on generation on generation on.
Mm-hmm.
They know their time is up. The gig is up. It's over with. It's a wrap.
The gig is over. The gig is over. Let me get that Deuteronomy 28 right quick, man. When we're talking about the eagle. Come as swift as an eagle. Because when this devil came to us, man, the Native Americans didn't understand his language. The Aztecs didn't understand his language. The Taino Indians, they didn't understand the language. Benjamin, Judah, and Levi, they didn't understand the language of these Romans. And when they came as the Edomites, Portuguese, came as the different crackers from Europe, we didn't understand their language. So the Bible prophesied about a nation that would come at us as swift as an eagle that flies, man. It's talking about the so-called white man.
Okay, so this is Deuteronomy 28. I'm going to start at 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
And they can't say that. They be like, all nations been into slavery. Well, what nation is destroyed as a nation? What people is destroyed as a nation? What people was, you got pictures of them with a yoke of iron around their neck. I don't see no goddamn gooks with no irons around their neck.
Because look, the Japanese, when they go to Japan, the Chinese go to China. You know what I'm saying? The Africans go to Africa, you know. I mean,
They still got their nation.
it's right.
You're the only people out here that don't have a nation or homeland, nothing to say, I'm going back to. Everybody else got a so-called homeland.
And even the Israelites who do got Mexico, Puerto Rico, that's white man territory. White man been took that shit over. America is white man. America don't belong to no Native Americans.
It belongs to the white man.
That's why the Native Americans gotta be in little corners and shit, drinking alcohol all day. They so depressed. While the white man establishing himself and building, poisoning their water.
The Lord shall bring, this is verse 49, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth as a swift.
And that was your Edomite Romans. When the Edomite Romans came, man, they came into Jerusalem and they sieged Jerusalem. They made it where no man could leave and no man could come in and out. It was a straight, this is war, man. That's what this white man, he starved them to death. Motherfuckers turning to cannibalism, you know what I'm saying?
Kind of like they doing right now with Venezuela, man. Starving them people to death, man. And it's coming to America, man. Whether you know it or not, most I know you niggas love to eat. You know you niggas love to eat. Starvation is coming, boy. Food shortage like a motherfucker. What you gonna do then? Especially with all you motherfucking women. Oh yeah, whatever. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do now, and when the time come, I'm just gonna die. You just gonna have to die then. No, it ain't gonna be that fucking easy. Your ass gonna do a lot of fucking suffering for your ass die. Believe that.
No Chinese food, no Subway, no McDonald's,
No Burger King.
no corner store chicken pops joints. None of that shit, man. We talking about pure fingernails, grass. We talking about, man, paper out of books. We talking
It's on your own
cloth.
kids. It's on your own kids.
Wax.
Whatever.
Whatever you can get your fucking hands on, and it tastes good, goddamn, because that motherfucking stomach gonna be touching the back.
Back.
But the once I say the niggas stomach, the niggas gonna be out crying like bitches, like women. Oh Lord, because them motherfuckers gonna be starving, man.
Yeah, you gonna float from that air bubble in your gut, nigga, in them days, man. Most I gonna get you people, man.
That's right. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
And that was Esau, man. So the Romans, that was the so-called Idumeans. It wasn't the Persians. It wasn't the Medes. It wasn't these other nations. Even though they came against us, who came with that eagle shit? The so-called white man. His history, he loved that eagle. That's how he represents himself, American eagle.
And kind of then when you say with a language that you cannot understand, man, English, that's the most difficult. It's fucked up because the definitions. They give you one word and have 20 definitions to it. You go to court, you're in a no-win situation because you might have a definition of that same word, but the court's got a whole other definition. What you think they're gonna go with? A confusing language, a language you can't understand because you thought in your mind what you was taught in school that this is supposed to be the definition for this word.
And true that, Esau do got bogus language, but mostly that was speaking because we was in Israel speaking Hebrew. We wasn't speaking of that bullshit Esau came at us with, man. Because you gotta realize, what's the main thing? Israel was only dealing with Israel, man. We ain't thinking about no other nation. When we get back in power, you think we're gonna, I gotta learn how to speak Persian. No, these Persian motherfuckers better learn how to speak Hebrew. They better learn to speak whatever we speaking.
It's
gonna be ordered.
Speaking no other language for some other heathen.
Heathen. Fucking heathen. Spit fire out.
A nation of fierce continents.
And that's Esau, man. That look on his face, that devil come through when the police pull you over. That nigga got that cold as ice look. He might just shoot your ass on the scene and get paid. He get a month off paid vacation. Might write a book about it. Go ahead, Doc.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
That's Esau. He don't care about the old or the young, man. He's a bloody man. And guess what? When this nation came at us, we was messed up as a people. Do me a favor, jump to 64.
Deuteronomy 28 and 64, and the Lord shall scatter thee amongst all people.
Jump to 68.
Huh?
68.
68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou
This is talking about America, Babylon, the so-called white man territory. He's the one who brought us here into Egypt with ships. And that's talking about spiritual Egypt, like in the Bible, in the book, what, Revelations?
Yeah.
What's that?
Revelations 11.
You got it.
I got it. 11 and
So, Revelations 11 and 8.
It's Revelations 11 and 8. And the dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. Break that down, brothers.
Right. Egypt, the word Mitzrayim means bondage. So,
Mommy in Sydney.
in America today, in modern Babylon, we are in, which is Egypt, we are in bondage in this land. We're still slaves in this land. You know? Sodom, the word Sodom represents homosexuality, sodomy. That's a place that was destroyed. So America also represents spiritual Sodom. You know, Obama passed a law a year ago. Man can marry man. That's prophecy went into effect.
That's real.
Prophecy to come to pass.
Do me a favor, Jeremiah 16, 16 and 14.
It's Jeremiah 16, verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
Yeah, because you think about this, talking about the old Egypt. Because now, what is it? In the whole Bible, everybody knows who the story of Moses. Moses saved the children of Israel and God delivered them out of Egypt. Nah, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, Yahweh Shai sent his son back and delivered the children of Israel out of America, the land of the north. That's going to be the story of the earth. When you see what the Lord going to do to America, at least America left the old Egypt intact. Ain't going to be nothing left in Babylon. Babylon going to be fully destroyed, man. Like we said, all them slaves going to come back as newborn babies, man. They going to go straight in the chains. They going to go straight in the hole. They going to go straight in the work.
Just like we did. Straight in the hole, straight to work, straight on the auction block, straight into that motherfucking slut ballroom. You know what I'm saying? That's terror. All day long. 24/7, nigga. 7 days a week, nigga. At least they get a break one day.
They gave us a break. Y'all ain't getting no
break. They
break.
ain't give us no goddamn break.
No, you know, Sunday was the day the devil thought he was a Christian.
Man,
He thought he was an Israelite on Sunday. I agree.
You true.
Especially that's the day he was getting right. He had to get drunk.
Yeah, he get a
Well, we giving him a break. He got the Sabbath to heal
yeah,
up.
that's what I'm saying. He get one day to heal up. We ain't get that time to heal up. They fucked us up whenever we got damn well pleased. But then you know what? We gonna fuck y'all up so bad. Lord say, you know, I got y'all got to rest anyway. I'm getting one day because y'all gonna. Woo.
Well, let's be honest. Healing hurts.
Yeah.
Healing
Especially
is
when
not
you
a.
finna get it
Come on, man.
before it hit all the way up.
You about to open a wound that ain't even been closed yet.
Oh, yeah.
Wounds on top of wounds.
Yes, sir.
And it says, read it again. 15.
But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
And where we at right now, the northern land of America, man. This land is a sodomistic, Egypt-spirited place. This is This is Rome all over again. How you know this place got all the spirits of Rome? Don't you got a Senate? Don't you got a republic? Don't you got a Caesar or AK president? Don't they do all the things the Senate did back in Rome? Everything followed the same customs. What you got, the sports? You got what they call it,
They got the century.
bread and circus. You got the bread and circus, your sports and entertainment to keep the people full. You got high taxation without proper representation. You got all that going on here in Babylon, man. And you got these crooked ass politicians, mainly always debating and arguing about stuff that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, man. Look, how long they been saying let's make America great? America ain't gonna be great. The only thing that's gonna make America great is the missiles when it turns into a lake of fire.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's gonna be the greatest America ever. Man, can you see it? Can you see it?
Picture the Most High rolling, nigga.
Picture it burning.
In 1 hour.
Shit.
In 1 hour.
Come bring out the birds, but you got stuff out. Yeah, America's done, man. And look, you can't pray for America to be who. What it says
17:5.
pray that.
Revelations?
Yeah.
It said if she could be healed, the Most High would have healed her.
This is Revelation 17:5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great.
That's America, the great mystery. Why is it a mystery? Because the Most High gonna destroy this place, man. This place is a mystery. A lot of people, even the Native Americans, they think they gonna get America back. No, man, America gonna be destroyed. The Mexicans, they think they gonna get America. They gonna repopulate so deep that we gonna take over America. Man, Most High about to destroy this bitch. Y'all slipping, y'all dreaming, man.
Yeah, the American dream. You're dreaming, boy. Wake the fuck up. Wake up, man. It's just a dream, man. You're not gonna get it. How many people you know in your family made it? Not too many. You probably can count maybe 1, 2. You ain't gonna count 2 hands and 10 toes. I'm sorry.
And making it don't mean that you paying taxes, dog.
And you ain't even made it because they make maybe what 500,000,
A million.
1 million, 2 million, 3 million. You ain't made shit. You ain't made it.
How Mayweather made it, man, but he went to jail just for slapping a bitch. And you got crackers killing, raping little boys and dogs and doing all type of stuff. They ain't spent 1 day in prison. So you ain't made nothing, man. All you did was knocked out a few cats and got paid a lot of money. That's it. Ice Cube, you did some music, you made some movies, you got paid money, man. You didn't make nothing, man. All you did was make the Most High mad. You know what you did make it? You made the Most High upset.
Come.
You sell out ass niggas.
That's all you did, man. You made the Most High jealous, man, serving all these other gods, man. You bogus for that shit. That's why the Most High gonna kill y'all, man.
Slow.
All that subliminal message bullshit, man. Tell the people the fucking truth. Fuck that subliminal shit.
Message so subliminal, don't nobody know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
Fuck this nigga.
Not even the conscious niggas.
Them along with the false prophets. Them along with the false prophets, so they're sending the people off.
Niggas be think they so deep, man. Yeah, you so deep, don't nobody know what you're talking about.
So deep, we can't hear you.
Yeah, exactly. Cut.
What's it?
I didn't record.
Oh,
So, let me find one right quick. I think I got some there with me for a second.
Revelations 18.
Keep going on that Revelations you had going on 17.
17.
Oh, okay. Now upon her forehead was written a name. Shalaki. Upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of the mother of harlots.
The mother of harlots. That's America, aka Rome, aka Egypt. How is she the mother of harlots? Because she a damn hoe, man. Keep going.
And the abominations of the earth.
And you can't get more wicked than America. In America, you can get labeled an animal. You can
You can get married to a tree. You can get married to a
your child
woman and shit. You can marry to your own fucking kid, man. You hear me? Boy, how wicked is that, man? That's how wicked is that. You can. Here it is. You got a wife. You breed kids. You can take your kids and just fuck with your kids and breed with your kids. This is some sick shit, man.
This place gotta go.
Not only that, more big this thing, artificial insemination, you know,
Nah,
for them lot babies.
Nah, they can
Well,
have.
you know, man, I ain't buying that. Esau ain't doing nothing, man. He might take some sperm and put it with an egg, but he ain't cloning nothing and making nothing from scratch. The Most High is not dealing with that kind of technology, man. If he could do that, Esau wouldn't even draft your ass to go to war. He would have 1,000. He would have 1 million dudes that look the same
Oh my God.
out there kicking butt.
Believe that he wouldn't think, like you said, he wouldn't be drafting. Fuck, I'm gonna draft you niggas when I can build factories and make me armies and motherfucking robots that look like humans, talk like and walk like humans and fight and shoot guns more accurate than man. Fuck that.
We call them cyborgs.
It's not full of shit.
You got robots all over this bitch, man.
That's right.
That's his dream, man. That American dream, that's one of his dreams, to have this world run by robots and get rid of all the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. and just keep his kind around.
The ones that's gonna submit.
Yeah. No, they don't fuck that. Esau don't even want the niggas that's gonna submit. He got robots. Fuck he need the niggas for. He wanna wipe them out. He don't give a fuck about them niggas, man. He wanna get rid of them niggas, man. He'll keep the niggas for a while, enough where he can make them enough robots, but he don't need these niggas.
He ain't fucking with all of his people either.
No, hell no. Just his kind. His
I'm talking about
bloodline and
his
shit.
yeah, he ain't messing with all the Edomites, because a lot of Edomites ain't down with that bullshit. You got a robot going around and beat my ass, and I can't say nothing. What was that movie?
Robot.
That was a good one too. But there was another one where they had these hardcore robot cops. They had broke the one cracker arm because he had did something. They just came through, hit him on the arm, and broke his shit.
Was that the one with the time with Justin Timberlake?
Not that one. They up in space. They got a
Total Recall?
no. This just came out. They got like a getaway in space where all the rich people go out to space.
My demo was in that.
Exactly.
What's the name of
I
that?
can't remember neither.
I can't remember the name of the movie, but man, they had the robots, and these robots wasn't playing. You say you call for them.
They got no feelings.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Shit.
We can hit hard too. Like, I'm not gonna hit him too hard. I don't want to break a robot. Boom,
You
go
got
right
no
through.
feelings. Out that heard it. Next time, reply what I say.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, they ain't got no feelings, nigga. So you act like you tough with the robot if you want to. You better be ready to battle, nigga, because it's going down.
And the robot submit for that.
He ain't gonna keep on talking to you. This is gonna be my last warning.
And Esau do got robots too, man. He got them set up. He gonna release some of them things, man. Y'all have more?
Just the one talking about when this fall.
I got some right quick. This second address 15, 16 and 1. It says, woe unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt, Syria. This is all talking about America, man, because America represents all these places. That's why I call that mother of harlots, man. She done taken all the wickedness of all these other places, and she pushed out that vibration. This is the most wicked society that has ever been conceived on the face of the earth, man. So it says, woe unto thee, Babylon and Asia, and unto thee, Egypt, Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloth and sack hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. Man, the Most High gonna eradicate this place, man. These Edomites gonna be like they have never been.
Destruction is not, man. Like he said, like a thief in the night. That's why you can look at us like we retarded, because it's gonna be like a thief in the night. And once I didn't say everybody gonna be woke and know what's going on, but like a thief, like right now everybody sleep. When we talking about, they don't want to hear that. They going to sleep, nigga. It's too boring there, and they got something to do in the morning. It's way more important than this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But just like the Bible said, like a thief in the night, they will have their ass handed to them literally.
Mm-hmm. They call slipping.
Yes, sir. That's why we stay in this constantly, day and night, 24/7, man. Because we don't want to get caught slipping. We don't want to be like the thief sitting in the house when the thief come in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? We want to be what we want to see. We want to, you know what I'm saying? That's why we try to follow the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, man. Do it to the best of our ability.
And keep
we want
watch.
to keep it constantly, keep watch. Because we want to be them watchmen. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We call ourselves watchmen.
And we are the watchmen.
Come. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is what we do. And we constantly pray for the Most High to give us this spiritual insight of the things to come, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why we go out day in, day out, prophesying downfall of America to you people, man. Downfall of Egypt to you people, man. Downfall of Edom to you people, man. This is all that in one right here in America, man.
Coming to you people.
Yeah.
We giving it to you, man. Thus said Yahweh, and we only saying what the Lord already prophesied, what the prophets already prophesied, and what the Lord put in this book for us to reveal at the end of times. That's all we doing, man. You got some, brothers?
Yeah, that one was.
Did you do 28?
What happened?
28 and 48, we did that one.
Yeah, we did that one. I got some right quick. It says, for I will raise up and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as mighty expert men. None shall return in vain, and Chaldee shall be spoiled. Talking about America. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith Yahweh. Because ain't no missile gonna return. Every missile gonna rock America. and it's going to do not just damage, it's going to eradicate this place, man.
Come on, you talking about Russia and Japan, China, and all them some other places right now that's talking about America and talking about how they got their missiles pointed towards America, man. The Bible prophesying all that, man. Those missiles are getting ready as we speak, man. They shining them bad boys up, testing them out, man. Seeing that's can we reach? Finding out, man, we got bombs that can reach past America. Nigga, you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
It's about to go down, man. I'm talking about like you ain't never seen it before in your life. About to get real ugly. Go ahead,
That's right. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoice, O ye destroyers of my heritage, Esau. Because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and below as the bulls, your mother shall be sore confounded. Talking about England. That's why England's going to fire on America. Somebody give me Revelation 17:6. So that she that bare you shall be ashamed. Because America came from England, Europe. Behold, the hindermost of nations shall be a wilderness. Just talking about America. The hindermost of nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land and a desert. And it says, because of the wrath of Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goes by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues. Right? It's a wrap for America. It ain't gonna be inhabited. It's gonna be a desert. Ain't nothing gonna be here. Bring it out, slowly.
This is Revelation 17 and 6. 17? 17 and 16?
Yep.
It's Revelation 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
And that whore is America. It's going to give you the same thing I just read in Jeremiah. It's going to tell you the same thing in Revelations. Go ahead.
And make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
So that's talking about Europe. The niggas and crackers in England, they going to fire America. They going to burn their ass. America going to do something to get them crackers, them so-called fake allies over there in Europe upset. They going to burn America. Keep reading.
For Yahweh hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will.
And whatever the Lord says going to do, going to happen. Thus said the Lord, it shall be done, man. Go ahead.
And to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled.
And that's why right now, what you're going to have, you got the United Nations, you got the EU, they all going to come together just to do what? To fight Yahweh Shai, man. These other nations, they're going to stop fighting each other, they're going to try to fight the Lord, and the Lord going to take them, they're going to be destroyed, man. And that's what we waiting on, because America's going to go first. As soon as Yahweh Shai return, America's going to go, and then these other nations going to come together to try to fight the Lord. And it's going to be a wrap for all the nations, and we're going to be celebrating. We're going to be, man, hey, deliverance is coming ASAP for our people, man. And that's what you should be looking forward to, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and that scattered seed throughout the four corners of the earth, man. And with that, all praise and glory goes to Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
man. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to all of you I can push in this word. Shalom.
Shalom.